Off Clipper, hi friends. Darth Momo here to talk about the first episode of The Mandalorian. Sorry I'm a little delayed, even though I had all day to watch it on Tuesday. I waited for family to watch it, so we didn't watch it till evening, and then I had a 3-hour phone call with a friend, and then bedtime. And then just stuff just kept happening. But here we go. I have some time now. Sit down and talk about the first episode. I forget what it was called, but let's get right into it. I mean, to be honest, I didn't really care for it. It was kind of boring. I was wanting to like it. Believe me, I was wanting to like it. But, it didn't grab my attention the way, even Clone Wars and Rebels, those shows, when I see the first episode, it's not the best of the show. It's not got me in hype and everything, but it pulls me in enough to where I'm excited for the next episode. All the Star Wars trailers for all the movies that have come out, obviously except for Solo, we all know how I went down about the lead up to and the hype to that one. But 7, 8, 9, Rogue One, the trailers drew me in. I loved it. I was excited. Not really for The Mandalorian, and the first episode, I was wanting it to be good, and it didn't really pull my attention. And one thing I was kind of discussing with a friend is I think it really begins the delving into Star Wars as a brand, kind of like the MCU. It's not about a simple story, it's about the universe. Star Wars started with 4 through 6, and then 1, 2, and 3 added on to that story, and then 7, 8, 9 are continuing that story. So it's about those characters in that story. And then you get Clone Wars to come in, even though it's about Clone Wars, it's still, focused on those characters in that set of the story. And same with Rebels. It's focused on, leading up to the rebellion. That's a key part of episode 4 through 6. It focuses on, even though the main characters are all new characters, it focuses on some of the other movie characters too. And Rogue One obviously was lead up to the Death Star plans, and everything leads straight up to Luke Skywalker. We have legacy characters in there. Solo, it was all about Han Solo. Even Resistance, it focuses on, the Resistance. It's got Poe Dameron in it. It's got Leia in it. It's going to have Kylo Ren in it. Mandalorian, it's just, nope, now it's about the brand. So, that's just, I think we've truly lost the battle. Star Wars is no longer special. I don't think so. I love it. I'll still watch it. But I don't really think Star Wars is special anymore. It's been turned into the, MCU 2.0 in the sense of a downgrade versus an upgrade. Marvel works for a cinematic universe. I think that. I don't think Star Wars does. And they saw that failure with Solo, and then they decided, we'll just make it a TV universe. And I don't think that's going to necessarily work either. I think it's going to take a little longer for them to kind of realize, shoot, we may have messed up again. But I think eventually it's going to backfire. I think Star Wars remains a simple franchise with a few movies, and then, it goes into the books and the comics for the fans. But that being said, the episode, let's talk about the big twist, the Baby Yoda thing. Everyone was saying online all day, there's a big twist, so I'm sitting in there, I'm like, who's it going to be, Are they really going to put Ahsoka in there? And I see all these, pirates and everything, I'm like, they're bringing in Hondo, of course, marketing makes sense. And then it's a Baby Yoda, and I'm like, what? And, I don't know, I didn't really care. I didn't really get into it. I telling a couple of friends were like, there's a Baby Yoda in The Mandalorian. He's like, that sounds disgusting. Kind of was. So, I don't know. It's the first episode. I'm going to give it a whole season before I decide I'm not really into it. Because even Resistance, I started out and it was like, this is really, really bad. And then by the end of the first season, I was on board with the show. Obviously, Clone Wars and Rebels, I was on board with those shows within the first few episodes. So, we'll see. Flipping birds. We'll see. I'm right after this, I'm posting the review for number 2, and then we'll see you back next week. So thank you guys for joining in. Darth Momo, out. Have a good one. May the Force be with you. Always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. And check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them delight.